Hey family, just wanted to hop on real quick here before you hear the next episode. It is a shorter one. we got it under the 50 mark. We got it under, well, with this here we'll probably be right about the 30 mark. So this is a shorty. It's just me talking. And as always, I forget to take off the sound here when I do this. My apologies. What you're gonna hear is just me talking off the cuff. We hop from topic to topic, so get ready. Have your good mental basketball shoes on, man. We're gonna be doing drills. I do apologize sometimes when that happens, but you got to say it how you got to say it. So, but we will work on that because we want everybody to kind of learn as we go along here. But I mentioned a song that my wife had learned in church, but I never said it because I got on to talking about rest. How we need to rest as people, man, because they really do have us working too much. So the old school church song is called Wading in the Water. It's a song that's sung in many different denominations. So, y'all don't know it, just look it up for reference. I'm not going to sing it. Wading in the water. No, I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to sing it. Okay, so that was the name of the song. Yeah, but definitely this is the holiday season, man. Y'all look out for each other, love on each other, man. Let's not throw each other to the wolves. Excuse me. These are some of the things that you'll hear me talk about. You kick them out in the street, you kick them out of your house, you think they're this, that, and the other, man. Let's go a little further. Let's walk the step a little further. Again, I kind of reference, we're coming as we pass this holiday season and the end of the year and all that kind of thing, which we will do another year in review. We just got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, we got to be good to each other. We got to take a hold of it. It's got to be part of our psyche because that's going to be the test. That's going to be the test going forward here as to how well can people be good to each other. This what it's always has been. This is what it's always had. It's what it's always been. So, that's it really. And we'll talk to you next time. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We will talk to you soon. What's going on? What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I know I'm still a little bit under the weather, but let's see if I can put my best voice on for this one. Welcoming us, the 1,000+ strong. It is official. The 1,000+ strong who believe in, who love, who thirst after, who hunger for that, which is a different view. Family, welcome in. When I first started this podcast, we'd mentioned this in the different numbers that we've gone along here. But as we go along, again, what do we say on this podcast that has impacted me so strong that I keep saying it? Because it is the truth. Repetition is necessary for learning, y'all, right? Some things you got to get comfortable with. Like people don't like doing a certain thing over and over and over again, but it is in the repetition of a thing that the necessity lies. You need to do it over and over again. This is the thing that people talk about with habits, whether it's 30 days, 21 days, whichever study you look at, right? 31 days. Be careful when you're looking at a lot of different studies, and y'all have heard me on the podcast. Different things that I've said and formulated have come from different studies that I've looked at over time, right? And different information. Understand that people are playing with information just like they play with time. Thank God that we're in the natural order of time right now. I got to stop and say it. Anytime that it comes to my mind, y'all, I gotta stop and say it. As we get to the end of the year, which we will have an end of the year review like we did last year. Hopefully that thing is not an hour and change, right, y'all? Man, pray, chant, whatever you got to do for your boy, man, because we again, most podcasts you'll see, some of them actually are an hour and stuff. They don't, but I'm respectful and mindful of people's time, or I try to be. And again, even though sometimes I get happy on certain ones of these topics, still, we do try to be respectful of people's time. This is a real thing. Again, like I said, you're not going to hear the same rhetoric that you hear from your pulpit on Sunday morning, or maybe that you're even hearing from your mosque, or that you hear at temple on the Saturday, whatever. And I can't, y'all. I mean, this is why when it comes to debates and arguments, again, we can leave, and I encourage folks, leave comments in the thing that other people can see, as y'all feel comfortable and stuff. Nobody's pushing anything to do anything. Anybody, I should say, to do anything. But just to understand this is a free, open heaven, y'all. What people have done here by becoming the judge, jury, and executioner is so horrible and may I say embarrassing, that of all of the scientific, and again, we all are under this. So again, these defenses in the mind are strong, ladies and gentlemen. Massa put them there on purpose. This is just me talking off the cuff to, again, the 1,000+ strong. Hey, right? Man, a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to y'all out there. I hope that life is doing you good. I hope that you're getting your heart's desires. That's an important thing, to get your heart's desires. I was in conversation with somebody a while ago, and the story broke my heart, y'all. Talking about family dynamic, and as we get closer and closer to Valentine's Day, the relationship talk. Sometimes I shouldn't wait that long, but this is how we doing right now at this juncture of the podcast, right? And again, as there's topics that y'all, as you know by now, of course, when you hit 1,000+ views, you have also had people come on that may have not heard the beginning here, right? Friends and family that y'all know and stuff that listen to me. Again, thank y'all, right? It's not done without, the man ain't making money without us. When Pink made that song, What About Us, man, no lies told, y'all, no lies told, man. The man ain't making money without us, and these podcasts don't work without the viewers, aka the listener, right? Viewing with your mind. Interesting how they switch those words around, right? I know people come out and say, well, no, see, the reason that they made the word view. While we're just hopping topic to topic here, if we could stop for a second just to talk about this whole Bible interpretational thing. Y'all, can we speak over? Can your brother KJ Cook one moment about this? When the Bible is telling you, and again, we understand we have people on, we have family members here, right, that identify a certain way, and we encourage that, y'all. This is not, again, this is safe haven over here. Yeah, do I have certain beliefs on the thing? We are not gonna knock, and I'm not doing it, right? So, when it comes to this Bible interpretation thing, that it's said this way, it was talked like this. Ladies and gentlemen, understand that if you're talking about this is what they told us in church, right? We're talking, our charismatic family, right? Pentecostal family, running up and down the church, dancing out your good wig or toupee, right? If that thing ain't glued or stapled on, right? Come on now, somebody, right? We dancing and hopping around and shouting and humming and yelling and all kinds of stuff, y'all. We need to, and I'm only talking about one group. This goes to all of the different denominations. Again, like we had mentioned, I think it's like 40,000 some odd folks, denominations here. All loving Jesus, but different, and cussing out each other under their breath. I digress, man. Oh, man, when we talked about the word discord here the last couple episodes, man, that thing is real. We sound out of key, y'all. We sound out of key. That's that person in the top of the choir, back corner. That person is supposed to be the baritone, right? They are just out of key. They out of key, man. And you got to stop singing and get the regroup, get them refocused so y'all can sing in harmony, right? Oh, man. That's just to our music heads out there, man. That's our music family, man. If you know, you know. That's how they say it, right? Bible interpretation, ladies and gentlemen, man. Yes. Is there a baseline here? How those people talk, is that important? Yes. It's just as important as how you talk today. Okay? And this is some things that the Christian cannot square away with, man. They and when they talk about God is not changing, God is not changing. Of course we understand that, right? Again, we apologize for those here that don't believe a thing. But just peer in the window here. Maybe you'll see something, right? Hopefully something you want to see, right? So God's not changing, but God is ever constant as well. So there's a level of change there. I know that missed some folks. I know swung and missed. We can feel the breeze, right? So we'll say it again. God is constant, is not changing, right? Permanent. We understand this. But again, God ain't like died and went nowhere, right? God here today, same one then, right? Yesterday, today, and forever. This is what we, again, shouting high from the pulpit, right? But God is not the God of the Babylonian Empire, just like, and not the God of the United States today, right? God is both. That means it's also changing. God morphs and changes with the times, y'all. The same words written then will apply today. This is what we're told. And if that's the case, when you talk on slavery in the Bible, when you talk on these different things of which lands were taken from certain black folks in the Bible, because that's what all these different Phoenicians and Eshans and ites, and these are the people groups. I know there's other things we like to argue so we're constantly ambiguous and kind of foggy and hazy, but never ever clarity. Yet you're reading verses about how you can be sure and clear on things, but you can't be sure on those things in this life, right? See, this is how I know it's hogwash. That's how you know, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. The thing meshes together. This meshes together. It's not the candy cane since it's the holiday season. It's not the candy cane cookie cutter mold you got on it, but it all meshes together. That don't change the fact that I love Jesus any less. Come on, y'all. That I'm saved, filled, sanctified. That don't change none of that. Why are we doing this? See, again, all it causes is division. The stuff that folks are holding on to is causing division, not unity. That's how you know something's wrong. And even as I say those words, folks still want to hold on, man. You're going to be okay throwing your kids out to the cold wolves because they're homosexual, because they're transgender, because they slept around with somebody. God knows the same parents who do it were ones that did it before them. Somebody got to get honest on the inside. Normally when you talk like this, you won't get a lot of views. I hope I do. I hope on this I do. This is the real, y'all. This is how the government's able to come in and take away your perks slowly. Because see, if you're playing patty cake at home with stuff, we're going to be playing patty cake in the government house. It's just all the government house is full of people. And I know these are the things we ain't supposed to talk about, right? Ain't nobody supposed to talk about government. You ain't supposed to talk about finances, right? These are things around the family table you can't ever talk about. It's funny, the rich folks don't have a problem with it. But them poor folks, man, they got a problem with it. They got a problem. Massa got us blinded, y'all. We got to wake up, man. Start having the conversations. You need to talk about where your money needs to go to save it, right? For those who are in the financier world, okay? We need to stop fleecing down people like we Bernie Madoff, massive plantation owner out here. Business as they have made it is a completely different model. Well, let me say it this way. Business as it has been made right now, the way things are traded, demanded, and supplied, right? Sold. This is under massive thought process. This is not under the way you make money in a peaceful environment. Come on, somebody. Somebody talk to me. You hear too much from different economists and everybody. Y'all talking massa ease. You're not speaking in terms of the things that push life and godliness, especially when you start talking to Christian, man. Y'all, see, this is why Jesus kicked out folks out that temple, because you turned it into a den of thieves. And ain't that like how it is today with business, man? They know these prices too high, but as soon as you start talking about wages for workers increases, you find more distractions than in a carnival house. These people come out with every fact. They don't know nothing about where they came from, where they're going, or who they hurt along the way. But they know how to tell you how you can't get paid more money, man. They know how to tell you to work harder. Yo, if folks are not seeing the pattern by now, man, life is lived in patterns. This is the same type of trash they was talking during slavery. Don't you realize they had argues about this, that the black man and woman should have stayed enslaved? This is the same thing you see now when people arguing back and forth between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, right? And or who, whatever, whichever mayor, governor, whoever, plug in whoever name. It don't matter who, right? Because it's all part of master system. So it doesn't matter which one you're talking about. They're all, never mind. So while we do this stupid dance back and forth arguing over these fools, you still not making no money. Your health care benefits are still minimal at best. People need mental health care, physical health care, all type of health care for the whole body. They got your premium through the roof. They want you paying extra money on top of the benefit that is due you. Lord help somebody understand this, man. We cannot stay stuck to this system the way it is, y'all. You can be respectful, we can be honorable, but the game has to change on certain levels. Again, this is for folks who talk about change. This is where we're coming from on this podcast. If we talking about change, y'all, this is an avenue here, okay? This might not be a street people like going down a lot, right? We drive everywhere. Man, I can't like taking it, but it'll get me there. Yeah, this is that kind of street, y'all. This is that kind of street. This is that kind of street. And if we want to clean up these roads and stuff like that, you got to get involved in your Department of Transportations, right? Making sure that these places got people to get folks to jobs. Everybody pissed off. Folks can't get to work. And they ain't got no cars and stuff because they broke. This ain't all because of bad decisions. We got to stop that mess. Massa wants you constantly judging and fighting folks. And while you do that, he is taking your stuff to the bank. Having that good Christmas party tomorrow off your stuff. Off my stuff. And again, people's response to stuff like this when they start hearing the truth of it, well, KJ, you seen it, man. I mean, you do something about it. So that's not, no, we got to band together as people who understand we are being taken advantage of. How many different times through history are you going to hear this? Yeah. No, the holiday season, y'all, is... and a lot of these things wrap up in the holiday season, because like I was talking before about that story I'd heard from that person. You get gifts for everybody, didn't get gifts for her. You get, whether it's actual child, stepchild, it don't matter. Family, man. We got to buy into family, y'all. If I could talk on family for a second, man. You got to buy into family. Family do not look like the 1950 Donna Knows Best cutout. Man, why do we go there? Why do we go there? That's the only way you know how it works. Family, for it to work effectively, does not have to look like that. Wife stay at home, do very minimal. The humans are better based than that. They can happen multiple ways. Multiple forms, y'all. And the truth is, I think as we begin to understand the thing, life just becomes more bearable, tolerable. Because we're going to go through it, man. Listen, there's an old church song. Learned this one from my wife. Shout out to you, honey. Tomorrow we're going to have a restful Christmas, man. You got to come off the hamster wheel after a while, man. Family, let me tell you, oh boy, this is why I talk about vacations. I'm not being bashful about it no more, y'all. This is why I talk about vacations and rest, man. Rest. Massa got you on that plantation while he making maximum dollar off your effort. We are tired out here. We are worn out here. Let's stop acting like, oh, you just got to keep on pressing through, KJ. Come on, man. You just got to keep on pressing through people's legs and arms and like hair falling out of their head, because like this stuff actually really does happen as a result of the stress you put through in life. We're just making a joke here to kind of using humor to hammer home a point here. Come on, man, you just got to keep making it. And this is why body parts are just falling off while these people is telling you, come on, man, you just got to keep working harder. Come on. I don't get it. I don't. And still yet we're just gonna sit there and say nothing. Power of word, life and death is in the power of the tongue. No, I know the Christian like to go to, and the person that likes the fruit of it will eat thereof. Yeah, no, I like y'all. I know y'all like to. Y'all, I get it. Everything geared to this, like, I don't even know what you call it. Let me just shut this off. My apologies. Hearing that buzzing. No, we got this power given to us in the mouth, man. It's time to start speaking up. Women being abused, I really haven't talked about this whole Jay-Z and Sean Combs type stuff. I mean, again, I have in some spots and stuff like that. But guys, you stay close to your baby. See, again, we're okay kicking them out. 18, 21 years old, you good, I'm done with you, you gone. What? This is why, look, we're gonna go further in this because we're gonna hammer home this point so people get it, right? The hardness of people's hearts is why we got the problems we got today. And again, as we go into 2025, the first part of the year, we're going to hammer home that verse around other ones here, showing that it's got nothing to do with no Bible interpretation. Ain't got nothing to do with what the words of the people were speaking then, although these things are important. We talking about how folks like to hide behind this, so they just don't want to look at the truth of another thing, right? At the end of the day, y'all, this thing is progressive. It's day to day, second to second, moment to moment. The moments between somebody using the firearm to end life for no reason or putting the gun down. That man or woman meeting each other in a bar somewhere, and instead of taking things in its natural progression, you push it to a level where you leave one of them with a disease or with an unwanted child. Can we speak, ladies and gentlemen? And although you may not have intended to, these babies are precious. These babies are precious. That's what your Bible says. Children are precious. Gifts from the Maker. We have missed it, y'all, because we listen to Massa and not the master. I apologize if it's a bit preachy today, y'all, but we just talking off the cuff to the family. It's Christmas time, y'all. It's the holiday season. These are the things that when we were talking about the pain of the holidays, right? These are the things that are lying underneath. Allow joy and kindness and happiness to radiate from your beings, family, to help heal the pain of such real sadness, depression, and destruction. Let it shine from you. Let it shine through your smile all the way down to your dance when you're around in your kitchen tables and in your dining and living room areas and wherever you're at in your apartment. I don't matter where you live in. The occupancy building don't matter. It's the people inside of it. The people inside are what matter. Every nation, you can name whatever nation that we so far know, they matter. Bring healing, y'all. Bring healing. Receive healing, right? Because that's another thing. Again, we're not, this may resonate with our metaphysical brothers and sisters, right? And those who do believe in the chakra, and again, talking about spiritual energies and stuff like that, which some of our Christian brothers and sisters, unfortunately, you put down because you're listening to a book written for a king in England, instead of that which comes from the Maker, great designer and fashioner of the universes. So, I mean, these are just some of the things in the mind of your boy KJ, big bro KJ, Uncle KJ, man. Families going through divorces and breakups and separations, some of them not fully given in. Y'all be encouraged, man. You can make it through this thing. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's tough. Life, people keep making life like it's cookie cutter. It ain't cookie cutter. This thing got ebbs and flows to it, like the river, like the sea, like the ocean. This is real. But y'all don't want to look at nature around you because you're too stuck in master's cubicle. We all suffer through this, y'all. I'm not talking down to nobody. We all go through this. Man. Yeah, this holiday season, man, be a little bit better to these people out here serving us, man. Serving us. We come across boisterous and proud in our speech, like, oh, you know, without me, you wouldn't have a job. Without them, you would. How you paying it? Are you ringing it up yourself? That's why they got self-checkout. But guess what? They put in that self-checkout. And while you thinking it's cool because you ain't got to deal with no more fools and they can weed out the blah, 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 they did that as a precedent for the next level of thing to take away from you. You don't understand you're not understanding the system in which we operate in. It's based out of greed. So a thing that looks like it's for good is a twisted, holy notion. That's why I say it that way. That's why we say it this way on the podcast, family. People who really mean for your benefit, you know, and you can smell it a mile away. There ain't no chain attached to it. There ain't no hoop you got to hop through. I'm a wrestling fan, right? And again, I think WWE is stale and some of these other companies aren't making them pay for it, but that's besides the point, right? No different than WCW and WWE back in the day. But again, I digress. Still a wrestling fan, so we'll watch and see how it goes, right? Kind of like the Watcher from the TV show What If, which is good right now. If y'all ain't seen it on Disney Plus, go see it. I thought Star Wars Skeleton Crew was a little weird in the beginning, but I was wrong. Pretty good show so far. So maybe not up in my top 10s, but you know, it's not on Mandalorian level to me, but it's pretty cool. Just to interject this in the conversation, y'all. We gotta be better to each other, y'all. Ain't no. These folks in these different retail stores and stuff like that, man, we gotta. Don't let what Master's doing to you. Don't you do it to somebody. Don't. Let's do it different, right? Let's do it a different view. Let's do it different, y'all. So, I mean, that's really what I got on my heart. I ain't gonna go long. It's holiday time. It's time to be with your families, love on your brothers and sisters and cousins, man. Time has a bad way and the hardness of people's hearts has a bad way of breaking up that which should not be broken from the beginning. May we keep that at the forefront of our mind this holiday season, y'all. To everybody out there, a happy holidays, right? If you do not celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to those who do. Again, remember tomorrow, and then 26th, Hanukkah, and then Kwanzaa starts again. We understand we are all not, we got it. Let it go, y'all. That's fine. To those of us who celebrate Christmas, we gonna put on that best Christmas music. Drink some eggnog. I might actually go get me some from the store. I'm trying not to use the stuff with cow's milk because I've realized that cow's milk, different bodies are affected by the different milks that we're pulling from. So I've started using, again, this is just me talking. Whether you do it or not, your own business. Oat milk. And it doesn't mean I don't care about the family. I'm just saying that you do it because I'm saying it. No. Oat milk and just like different plants and stuff like that. Again, soaking in this earth. And there's different ways you can get your nutrition. So, well, that's what I got, ladies and gentlemen. That's the little holiday edition. Thank y'all for walking this road with me this evening, right? And to the family, as we continue to grow, welcome in new people. Thank y'all for joining in, right? Shout out to Spotify podcasters as we close here. Shout out to Spotify for podcasters for putting on a platform where your boy can speak and talk about things that deal in life and godliness to help people go further and farther in life. That's what this is about. That we go further and farther in life. Right. All right, family. Until next time. And as always, thank y'all for walking this road with me. And again, until next time, and as always, look to find the beauty in a different view.